I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired of being independent. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to be weak. I want to melt into the arms of my loved ones. I want to make my emotion everyone else's problem. And I don't want to feel guilty about it. I want to ask for help all the time without thinking twice about it. I want to be taken care of. I don't want to come to anyone's rescue anymore. I think I've done my time. And I know it sounds a little bit like I'm being a martyr right now, but I think I'm just someone who learned hyper-independence as a defense mechanism. And it's exhausting. That's all.
What they're looking for now is a lot of these like TikTok wives, Instagram wives that are like they're on this rampage of wanting to have women be like, oh yeah, I hate my husband too. Oh, he never does anything right. They want the camaraderie of that exchange. And they don't realize that this public humiliation of their husbands is going to bite them in the ass. Any of you dating a guy that's worth a dime, he's not tolerating this from you. You're going to wind up getting left.
An old man literally just stopped me and said, I don't mean to be rude, but you are absolutely gorgeous. And I looked at him and I was like, and I just turned around and like, and then I'm thinking like, is this just me deeping it too much? Like, is he actually just like trying to be nice? And then I'm thinking, wait, no, that's me, my people-pleasing brain switching on and trying to like excuse the fact that he just outwardly said that I'm absolutely gorgeous, which is just like so unnecessary.
Some women you're not going to please. The reason that gentlemen stop being gentlemen is because of videos like this. Because it's a very nice thing to do. And I'm sure this guy was extremely polite. He's an older guy. And you know what? He's from a different generation. He's from a generation where you could compliment a woman and they would appreciate that compliment, say thank you politely, and go about their day. He's not used to these modern women.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
You want me to tell you another secret about women that they will never admit to? They will take it to the grave. Women will absolutely treat a man differently and have different standards for that man based on if they see them as a good potential partner. For example, if a man doesn't present as somebody that makes a lot of money, she's actually going to expect that expensive dinner date from him on that first date. Whereas if she knows that somebody makes $500,000 a year, she will absolutely accept that coffee date. Trust me.
This girl might be delusional.
Okay. Do you know what my problem is? My problem is that I don't want to date. I just want to find my person. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to date. I only want to date my person. But to find my person, I have to date. And I don't want to date. I don't want to do it. I just want my person to just like walk right into my life and be like, there you are, let's go. Pack up, let's go. And that's it. I don't want to date. I went on a date with a man last year that told me he wanted 10 kids, non-negotiable. 10 kids! I said, sir, this is our first date. I don't even like you yet.
I mean,
Where's my husband?
That's a good thing to say, I think, first date.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it out here. I don't want to date. I don't want to go on dates.
I don't want to work, but I just want to get paid.
Really? Really?
Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car?
Huh?
Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car? Life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here?
Looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please.
Well, I'm gonna come and sit next to you.
No.
Yo.
Did you just lock the door?
This is one of the worst things you can do when a man says he needs rest. Asking, is your life that terrible and is your life really that hard, are questions that are rooted in invalidation. They communicate to a man that his experience isn't real, his struggle isn't serious, and his right to rest is negotiable. And what you're really doing in that moment is you're turning his place of peace into another place that he has to defend himself. Going from work to home is a transition that he has to mentally prepare himself for. And there's real research on this. Men naturally create transition spaces to decompress between roles. So the car becomes his transition space that he uses to psychologically reset before entering the home. So please, the next time a man says he needs space or to rest, don't interrogate him. And unless he's a threat to himself or someone else, let that man have his moment alone. Because what he's doing is making sure he doesn't walk into his environment already irritated, drained, or on edge. He's trying to show up better. But if every time he tries to take a breath, he's met with doubt, dismissal, or pressure, don't be surprised when he stops explaining himself altogether. So the real issue isn't whether life is that hard. Because as a black man, I can confidently answer that for you. Yes, 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 life is that hard. The real question is whether the people and the space around him makes it harder for him to keep going. Because life is really that hard.
And if I ask for a back massage, I want it to only be a back massage.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, well, if I got time to do all that.
No. We're laying in bed watching TV, and I want a good masseuse level back massage without you thinking anything else is going to happen.
Mm.
I need that.
I'll attempt it.
You've tried it and failed.
When he asks for dinner, he wants it to only be dinner. Michelin star level dinner, no yapping and no gossip about your coworkers. See, two people can play at this.
Why we have a generation of men who are so against being providers and leaders.
Same reason why we have a generation of women who are not submissive or modest. Because people change, is really what I'm trying to say. The generations have changed, and so asking for traditional masculinity from men while a bunch of women are not out here providing traditional femininity doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And that's not to say that these men don't want to do these things. I think a lot of men want to protect and provide. However, the men back in the day used to do that for women who probably had never slept with anyone else, and if they had, it was like one other person, which does not look like this generation, and also to women who did whatever they said and didn't ask a whole lot of questions. Typically, we're in the kitchen shutting the fuck up. We're not that generation of women either. You see what I mean? So we can't ask for tradition while not providing tradition. A lot of us want modern relationship dynamics where both people have a say and both of us kind of get to handle the finances and do the things. If that's what we want, we're gonna need a different thing from the men. It just doesn't make any sense to ask for tradition while not providing tradition.
A lot of these modern women don't understand that the code of dating, because modern women made it a crime to say hello. They made it a crime for a man to come up and just talk to him, start a normal conversation, just be friendly.
If a guy asks me my body count, I never speak to him again.
Oh, but it's okay to ask him how much he makes, his job title, or whether or not he'll pay all your bills? And if the question bothers you so bad, why don't you just tell him you don't feel comfortable answering it at the moment until you get to know him better, or whatever the stipulation is? I mean, you can ask him the question right back. It's so funny how women can vet men based on anything that they want. It's okay. But as soon as men want to ask you a specific question, then there's a problem. Men are allowed to have requirements and standards, and that's a valid one. How you answer that question may determine whether or not you're a good fit for him. And that's valid.
What's wrong with guys these days? I can never find a good man.
Maybe it's you.
Me? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, since we friends, I can be honest with you. Sometimes you can be a little mean. And your conflict resolution, terrible. Every time a problem happens, you're running. And your emotional level of maturity is probably the lowest I ever seen. Like every time you get mad at a dude, you block him. And then after blocking him, you expect him to chase you.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with a little chase, all right? I mean, look at me. What you expect?
I mean, you look good, but you still need to learn how to handle conflict. You're supposed to talk through things, process them, And your choice in men, the most terrible I ever seen. Like, I never seen you date a good man. Every dude you dated was a player. Cheating on you every time, and you be like, oh my God, I think I can change him. No, you can't. You can't change him. He gonna keep cheating, keep cheating, keep cheating.
Okay, I get it. Maybe I got some things I gotta work on, all right? Is that it?
Oh no, I mean, if you want some more truth, I can tell you. You're cooking, terrible. You don't even season your food enough, and it's just always a little bland, and that's not gonna keep nobody happy. And your attitude, look at you. Your arms crossed right now. Don't uncross them, cross them back. That's how you eat. You got an attitude problem.
Right, and what I found is a lot of these women, the relationships are built with these women. From the first date, you're not going to be like, wow, this woman is worth a $120 date, an expensive, extravagant date. If you're not the type of man that just goes out and blows his money on whatever. And a lot of women don't realize that either. They think that they're owed that right off the bat, that he'll somehow just know. And what I found is a lot of the women that do end up being worth that are the ones that don't expect it. They see it as a nice little gift you're doing for them. And they have so much love and appreciation for that because they genuinely love spending time with you. It's not about what they can get out of you. And these same women will want the best for your finances overall.
I have had an epiphany tonight, right? Listen to this. Forget about going to running clubs. Forget about going to pottery. Forget about going to all these meetup groups, right? Forget about going on Hinge. I know where all the men are. They are in the Devonshire Arms in Soho. I have never in my life seen more men wall to wall, like 90% men. And I'm telling you, young, old, all fit. So fit. Like, it was baffling. Like, that place in Guinness alone is cleaning up. And the Guinness is absolute class. But guys, we don't need to worry about dating apps anymore because we have the men literally there. So get yourselves into the Devonshire in Soho. It's where dreams are made of. Also, when I say dreams are made of, I got like 2 numbers and I was speaking to 2 guys, and I know I'm dressed like Peg Sayers again, but who cares? The moral of the story is, get to the Devonshire, girls. Get yourself off the running club. You don't need to run anywhere. You need to run to the Devonshire because that's where the men's are. The men's are?
It has come to my attention that I should be ashamed. Not only that, apparently it's people like me that ruin life. And why is that? Because I pointed out that time management and proper planning is the responsibility of functioning members of society. And when I pointed out that there was a multitude of individuals in that comment section that admitted to having ADHD in addition to time blindness in some cases, that were not in agreement that special accommodations should be made for someone who cannot seem to make it to work on time due to their time blindness, one actually said the following about those commenters. Now, do take into consideration that if an individual calls others horrible just because they do not agree with another person's opinions, that really is only indicative of that person's inability to be able to handle any opinions that are not in agreement with their own.
So I'm encouraging women to date more than one man at a time. And the reason why I say this is because you need to date different men to understand what kind of man you are wanting to be with. You can't just segregate yourself and be with one man and put all your hopes and dreams in that one man, but you don't know if in the long run this is the kind of man that you actually desire to be with. Now date every single one of them. Broaden your type. Broaden your type. Stop sticking to the same men over and over again. I feel like once you've elevated in dating, you kind of allow your type to be a bit more broader because you realize it's more than skin deep. Attractions fade. And if you get ugly, baby, or if you wake up and you ain't so pretty anymore, I still have to like you. Find something that isn't physical that you like about that man. Of course, you need to be attracted to them. I'm telling you to date a man that's not your type, but let him have the core values of what your type is. Don't make your type so small. Everybody likes the same man these days. Bared, dark skin, tall. Like, come on, girls. Come on. You need to broaden it because your husband might not be a bear, dark skin and tall. Be accepting to date men that are of different ethnicities, of men that are from different cultures, but men that are from different walks of life, not just the one that you're used to. If you want a man to be black, cool, but make him be different shades of black, girl. Every dark-skinned man is not your husband. Do not be sleeping with these men. Just enjoy their company, enjoy the experiences that you have.
Women want men to read their minds, make the first move, approach correctly, show up in a certain way. That's the entire industry, teaching them how they should be pursued. But when a man doesn't nail it, when a man doesn't do as they want him to do, as they think he should do, then he's the problem. Instead of saying, maybe I should adapt to what society is doing.
It is still very much all men.
This is really going to upset some individuals that believe in that little narrative, but it never actually has been all men.
Because the not all men crowd are only telling women to shut up about their opinions and their experiences about men.
While I'm sure that is happening in some unfortunate circumstances, it is not the majority of rational individuals who do understand that it has never been all men that are doing so. Although I do understand that some out there do have difficulty with the idea of separating out groups of people that are guilty of some things with those that are not. After all, no group of people is a monolith.
Tell the other men that you know and hang out with to stop. Or make them. You're big and strong.
Unfortunately, it is often overlooked or completely ignored. But there are lots of good men out there that do stand up for women, that do call these toxic men out on their bad behaviors. But it often goes unnoticed by lots of women, mainly because men tend to do things in and amongst themselves. They don't often do good things for recognition.
One male lion strength is equal to 4 females. So what the male can take down on his own, the female must be at least 4 to do it. So guys are like, good. Male lion, 9 females, no wedding ring, no taking to the supermarket, jewelry shop, no wedding anniversary, no anniversary at all. He doesn't need to buy them anything. The girls are like, yo my man, I cook, take care of the kids, give you everything you need. Perfect life for me. But there's always a but when you have so many women around you, you know? So in the wild, the male lion, each time he fights to protect his territory, it's a way for the female to see if they've chosen the right one. So each time he wins a fight, the females are like, we chose the right guy. He's big and strong, he can protect us. You know? If ever he loses a fight, it's either he's by the rival or chased away. In here, there's no chasing away. There's a fence all around. But there's no other male coming in. So for the female to test if the male is still strong and worth being the dominant, there's only one way of doing things. They fight with him. Last time this happened, I don't know if you can see the big boy. There was 5 females that jumped on him. So the 4 female grabbed his legs, and the dominant female, Lundi, no, it's not her. Okay, grab him at the neck. So if we didn't interfere, they would have him. And this is about to happen any soon. So if this happens again, either we need to take Ruben out of this lot and bring in another male, or the female will kill him. So you see, it's not that good to have so many females around you. It's never good to have so many girls. You know, you got a wife and a side chick, this is just enough.
You guys want to see another example of a man bringing concerns and stress to his woman and her just completely making fun of him for it? Here it is.
Say it one more time, babe. But what happened?
I said I was at Walmart. No, I was at the gym, and I keep looking at my phone, and it's Amazon, $152. Amazon, $145. Amazon, $25.99. Amazon, $163.54. God damn, I'm surprised my card still works. I'm fucking smoking. Are you recording me?
Is there any other concerns that you have?
No, I just... Yeah.
You let me take a picture of your credit card. What were you expecting?
146, 163. It still works.
Oh, it works.
Here we go.
And there's more coming.
Here we go.
Can you please remove your jacket from my studio door? Thank you. I don't think those are all the transactions, but
I'm fucking going to debt. We'll be living in our fucking court.
That entire interaction is pretty messed up because here is a man bringing concerns and stress over finances because she is overspending on Amazon. And her response is to diminish those concerns and then to make fun of him and make a video, then posting it on TikTok. Are you kidding me? Because that will definitely make that man feel alone in this relationship. He is not going to feel like it's a partnership. He's going to feel like this is a problem that he just has to figure out and that she is not willing to change her behavior or even talk about it in a serious way. Therefore, she is not admitting any fault, therefore not taking any accountability, therefore not planning on making any changes. And I bet you anything based on how this man reacted and how calm he was that this is not the first time. He has probably dealt with this time and time again, and he has just resolved to deal with it on his own. And that is what's pretty messed up.
Like when you mean kitchen, do you mean like they need to take care of the house? Do they need to do all those jobs, like take care of the children and just do that?
Yes, my position is women should be prioritizing a family and children over a career and being a... Yes.
So you're saying all women are...
A significant amount, yes. A lot of women are pretty promiscuous, so...
And not men. The men right here, half of them are dogs.
Well, the difference is that...
So men are allowed to be dogs, but women can't be... Where's the logic?
Yeah, women look for quality. Men look for quantity. So a woman is looking for the best guy that she can get and get a long-term commitment from that man. A man is looking for attractive women and having as many of them as he can. So, in other words, a man that's having a lot of women has to bring value versus a woman that's having a lot of dudes does not have to bring value.
The new generation, if you don't get with the new generation, like, it doesn't work.
The new generation is cooked, is what I'm trying to explain to you. A woman can be 21 years old, be a bum, and still meet a millionaire. Versus a man needs to have money and status and bring something to the table to be able to attract women. We are not the same. Women are born with value. Men must create value.
You're generalizing. If I was a rich woman, which I'm actually working for that right now, like, I would totally take in a man who doesn't have as much money. If I could provide, I would... I'm not doing anything. A whore is a girl who does things with guys. I'm white.
He's on OnlyFans. This comedy.
Hate on me, but actually, at the end of the day, at least I'm making great money. If he can take care of my children for me, I would do it.
Yeah, okay.
Whilst I'm at work.
Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Like most women do not winners for their husband where he's a stay-at-home dad. Never works out. Realistically speaking, you're going to lose respect for him, you're going to lose attraction for him, and you're going to cheat on him. It's not going to work. It doesn't work when women behave like men or when men behave like women.
I just feel like it's just putting so much stress on men at the end of the day because all these men are like, okay, now I have to be...
Because we're superior to you guys, so we can handle it. That's my point.
You can't. They all are literally making less money than I am today. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm just saying, like, a woman can make just as much money as men.
Sure.
The poor men, stressed out, they have to pay for the dates, they have to pay for this, they have to pay for that. Poor men. They don't deserve that. Like,
look, women can make their money. What I'm saying is that women make money. It's not the same as when a man makes money. When a man makes money, he says, okay, I could take care of a girl and a family. When a woman makes money, what does she say? I'm independent. Ask yourself, independent of whom? Independent of a man. When women make money, they look at it like, I don't need a man anymore. When a man makes money, it's like, okay, now a woman can need me. We are not the same when we make money.
Women want men to read their minds, make the first move, approach correctly, show up in a certain way. That's the entire industry, teaching them how they should be pursued. But when a man doesn't nail it, when a man doesn't do as they want him to do, as they think he should do, then he's the problem. Instead of saying, maybe I should adapt to what society is doing.
When are women going to learn that every single time they deny their husbands or their boyfriends, they are denying them the ability to express themselves in a way that is socially acceptable? And every single time that she rejects her husband or her boyfriend, she is literally telling him that the way he expresses his love is socially unacceptable. It's not just a form of rejection by a person, it is rejection by what he knows to be acceptable in society, because showing his feelings is unacceptable. Being vulnerable is unacceptable. Crying is not acceptable. And the thing is when you really think about it like that, where this is the way that men are socially allowed to express their love, their connection, and their intimacy with a woman, and it's rejected, It's easy to take it personal if that is the only form of expression that a man has to show his love that is socially acceptable. Women spend all day being able to express their emotions, express their feelings, express what they need, their wants, their desires, and men have to cater to it. Whereas it's not acceptable for a man to show his feelings, to show his desire, to show his wants, to show his needs. So guess what? When he gets home and he wants to be intimate with his wife, that is his way of showing his connection, his love, the same way that the majority of women need gifts or words of affirmation to feel loved. These men need to feel loved and desired. When you understand it like this, you can easily understand why men can take it so personal, because how are you denying someone like the ability to express themselves in the only way that they know that is socially acceptable, and you are turning it down? But you're not just turning it down once, you're turning it down over and over and over again. So not only do they feel worthless, they feel rejected. And the other part about it, when you really think about it, is imagine being shot down so many times, but also if you perform in a way that is not acceptable, then you're shot down even further and rejected even further. If you don't fit the societal norm to be able to give a woman an orgasm or make her feel a certain way, then you are less than. Where there are no standards when it comes to intimacy from a woman. In fact, the majority of men can tell you that they would put up with a fish before they went with nothing. And what's crazy is when you think about it, women can express themselves all day long, but when a man expresses himself in the only way that he knows how, then he's demonized and it's weaponized against him. And essentially, the way that he's able to express himself is still not good enough, or not mannered enough, or he's not man enough if he doesn't interpret it the same way that his partner does. Okay, bye.
Men are truly such entitled creatures. They think just because they like the way you look, they like you, they want your Instagram, they want your phone number, they want your time, they want your attention, they want your love, that they're entitled to it.
So this is a this is a double-edged sword for men. First, you need to understand that the world literally doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't owe you anything. But that doesn't mean that you can't behave as if you are owed something. You have to behave as if the world owes you things while knowing that it doesn't. That's my philosophy.
And if you don't give it to them, then you're a sucker.
No. You should not respond and react to a woman not giving you the time of day. You should not ever express that you think that she is a stuck-up. You should immediately stop thinking about this woman the moment that you realize that she's not going to give you this time of day. That means not even reacting. Be like, oh, okay, whatever, bye. Very simple.
This is why I don't like going out, because it never fails. At least 1 to 5 men are going to be on some weird entitled.
Okay. So about it on the internet, I guess. Like, men want to
me. They're upset because I'm not breaking my neck to see who catcalled me. They're upset because I don't want to give my phone number out because I'm not interested.
This is the long-faced, pig-nosed, long-titty, pig-faced hoe.
If I give them my Instagram because that feels more safe, then they're asking a billion times, oh, you gonna follow me back, right? You gonna follow me back? How about if I like what I see, I'll follow you back, right? Like, I'm never rude when I'm out. I always turn down men politely because I don't even like to put myself in a...
I doubt that. You don't seem like a very polite person at all. I've never seen you be polite. I've seen a lot of your videos.
Predicament where a man could get aggressive with me. And it's if I even have to say that, but that's just the reality for women. And I still feel uncomfortable even after I go separate ways with whoever is just trying to approach me, because they were just sitting up in my face telling me that I'm acting like I'm too good, or I'm acting bougie, or I'm acting Hollywood, or I'm acting weird, I'm acting stuck up. And then we're in the same place, right? And they're just staring me down, or they're giving me a dirty look. Look, if you're gonna approach somebody, you have to understand that that very much could come with rejection.
Yeah, you do. She's right about this.
Right, and you have to be ready for that rejection, and if you're not, then you should just not approach women.
I don't think that you should not approach women. If you are responding to rejection in a bad way, you just need to be mindful of it. Don't stop approaching women. Just be mindful of it and course correct over time. This is how you learn things. This is how men learn things. This doesn't get that.
Because you're not entitled to.
Yes, you understand that you are not entitled to but behave as if you are.
I promise you.
I feel like such a dude right now because it took me over a year to realize how badly I fumbled the bag when dating this amazing man. Like, he was one of the sweetest, kindest, most genuine guys I've ever dated, and I threw him away like day old trash. And I'm just so disappointed in myself in how I conducted myself and how I behaved and how I treated him and made him feel taken advantage of. And I'm just disappointed in the way that I ended things so abruptly, so rudely. And this is something I've wanted to process so many times over the past year, but like I genuinely couldn't come face to face with myself and like how I conducted and just my behaviors, because honestly, I know so many of the reasons why I behaved the way I behaved is due to past traumas. And while that's not an excuse to treat people poorly, I do have to recognize how, you know, my past does affect me. And, you know, I'm in therapy and I have a coach and I'm working through a lot of these things. But yeah, it just sucks when you realize how badly you fumbled. And it's not just because it's 1 a.m. on a Friday night coming home from the bars and realizing it being so apparent how challenging it is to meet good men out in the wild. Yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call. I'm like consistently working on my shit with my therapist so that I don't let subconscious behaviors and reactions treat other people poorly and, you know, stand in the way of my own happiness. Yeah. I wish that I could reach out to him and apologize and have a conversation, but it's been a year. It's too late. And I wouldn't want to hear from me either. But I just felt like I needed to express this. I wrote him a letter that I'll never send. But yeah, I recently saw that we don't follow each other on Instagram, but I was curious and I looked him up, and it looks like he moved states, and it looks like he has a new girlfriend. His profile is private, but his profile picture has him and his girlfriend. They look happy, and it makes me happy. Yeah, I feel... But yeah, I fumbled because he was hot, and he had a great job, and he looked like a young Justin Timberlake, and he would cook me dinner. We went to Six Flags one time, and my shoes were untied. He just knelt right down, tied them up. Like, that's so sweet. Anyways, good night.
You know, now you have men stopped approaching, and everybody wants to know why. But the answer is really simple, to be honest. It stopped being appreciated. You're acting like men are criminals. You walk up to a woman trying to be respectful, and what do you get? You get an attitude. You get somebody rolling their eyes. You get somebody putting their hand in your face. Maybe she records you and puts you on TikTok. Got you out here on YouTube, on Instagram, laughing. And a lot of times women don't understand that I don't know why, they don't understand if you do this enough times, then a man's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, let me go find something else to do. Why in the world would I continue to put myself out there to get embarrassed? Why? Why am I going to take the risk and I'm getting no reward? I'm not getting any appreciation for what I'm doing. It used to be a man could approach a woman, and even if she wasn't interested, she'd still be polite. Even if she ain't like him, oh no, thank you, I appreciate it. And you just walk off. You had your dignity, you had your self-respect intact, just gracious and polite. Okay, cool, no problem. But now you have women out here treating men like they're a criminal, but just coming to say hello. Man, open the door, you treat the man like a criminal, right? And so when you start telling men they've done something wrong, It's always, oh, well, you didn't do this right, or I like the approach and the line and all this other stuff, but I wouldn't have done this or whatever and whatnot. Men just stop walking up to you. Men just, they get to saying, well, you know what, she's gonna be silly anyway, so I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna go figure out something else to do. I'm gonna go be more productive with my time. And modern women, for some reason, they don't get it.